Mastering supply chain reporting. Supply chain managers rely on cherry-picked metrics to fake operational excellence. Why do our organization's supply chain managers utilize specific key performance indicators, KPIs, to gauge supply chain performance, and how are these metrics explicitly defined to ensure operational excellence in our supply chain reporting? The art of supply chain reporting. It's like navigating a masterfully crafted symphony, where every note, every instrument, and every musician must harmonize in perfect synchrony. As I think back to my own experiences, I'm reminded of the importance of balance, of appreciating the beauty in the details, and of cultivating meaningful relationships. Let me take you back to a time when I was working with a manufacturer who was struggling to get a grip on their supply chain. They had the best of intentions, but their reporting was a mess, a tangled web of confusing metrics and ineffective communication. It was like trying to appreciate a beautiful painting with one eye closed. You just couldn't see the full picture. I recall sitting down with their supply chain team, and we started by mapping out their entire process, step by step. We identified the key areas that needed attention, and from there, we defined the metrics that would give us the clearest picture of their operational excellence. It was like putting together a puzzle. Every piece had to fit perfectly into place. One of the most critical metrics we zeroed in on was lead time, the amount of time it takes for a product to move from one stage to the next. By focusing on reducing lead time, we were able to streamline their production process, cutting down on waste and inefficiencies. It was like watching a conductor expertly guide his orchestra, each section working in harmony to create something beautiful. Another key area we addressed was inventory turnover, the number of times inventory sells and replaces itself within a given period. By optimizing inventory levels, we were able to free up capital, reduce storage costs, and minimize the risk of stockouts. It was like watching a masterpiece unfold, every brushstroke deliberate, every note deliberately placed. But here's the thing, metrics alone are not enough. You need to have the right relationships in place, the right communication channels open, to ensure that those metrics are being used to drive real change. It's like cultivating a garden. You need to nurture the soil, prune the weeds, and provide the right amount of sunlight and water for growth to occur. As we worked together, I watched the supply chain team transform from a group of individuals into a cohesive unit, each one understanding their role in the grand symphony. They began to appreciate the beauty in the details, the art of operational excellence. They started to see how every note, every action, impacted the entire performance. The results were stunning. Lead times were slashed, inventory levels plummeted, and customer satisfaction soared. It was like witnessing a work of art come to life, a masterpiece of operational excellence. In the end, it's not just about the metrics, it's about the relationships, the communication, and the beauty in the details. When you appreciate the art of supply chain reporting, you begin to see the world in a new light, a world where every note, every action, contributes to a masterpiece of operational excellence. Supply chain managers utilize specific key performance indicators, KPIs, to gauge supply chain performance, as they provide a quantifiable measure of the efficiency, effectiveness, and adaptability of the supply chain. These KPIs are explicitly defined to ensure operational excellence in supply chain reporting, enabling organizations to identify areas of improvement, optimize resources, and make informed decisions. Operational excellence in supply chain reporting is achieved by focusing on KPIs that measure performance across 4 core categories: delivery, inventory, assets, and finance. These categories are intertwined, and improvements in one area often have a ripple effect, leading to enhancements in others. Delivery performance. 1. On-time delivery rate measures the percentage of shipments that arrive on schedule, ensuring that products reach customers when promised. 2. Lead time tracks the time it takes to fulfill customer orders, from receipt to delivery, highlighting opportunities to streamline processes. 3. Fill rate calculates the percentage of customer orders fulfilled from available inventory, indicating the ability to meet demand. Inventory performance. 1. Inventory turns measures the number of times inventory is sold and replaced within a given period, indicating efficiency in inventory management. 2. Inventory days supply calculates the average number of days inventory is held, helping to identify opportunities to reduce inventory costs. 3. Gross margin return on investment. GMROI evaluates the profitability of inventory investments, ensuring that inventory levels align with business goals. Assets performance. 1. Asset utilization rate measures the percentage of available capacity utilized, identifying opportunities to optimize asset allocation. 2. Capacity utilization rate tracks the percentage of available production capacity used, helping to identify bottlenecks and areas for improvement. 3. Asset maintenance ratio calculates the ratio of maintenance costs to total asset value, indicating the effectiveness of maintenance strategies. Financial performance. 1. Total cost of ownership. TCO calculates the total cost of acquiring, maintaining, and operating assets, providing a comprehensive view of asset-related expenses. 2. Return on assets. ROA evaluates the return on investment in assets, ensuring that investments generate sufficient returns. 3. Supply chain costs as a percentage of revenue measures the proportion of supply chain costs to revenue, identifying opportunities to reduce costs and improve profitability. To ensure operational excellence in supply chain reporting, organizations must: 1. Establish clear definitions and targets, define KPIs, set realistic targets, and ensure that all stakeholders understand the metrics and their importance. 2. Collect accurate and timely data. Gather reliable, up-to-date data from across the supply chain to ensure that KPIs accurately reflect performance. 3. Analyze and interpret data. Use data analytics and visualization tools to identify trends, opportunities, and areas for improvement. 4. Implement corrective actions. Develop and execute plans to address performance gaps and monitor the effectiveness of these efforts. 5. Review and refine KPIs. Periodically review KPIs and adjust them as necessary to ensure they remain relevant and effective in driving operational excellence. By focusing on these KPIs and following these best practices, organizations can ensure operational excellence in their supply chain reporting, driving continuous improvement and achieving sustained success.